Welcome to Truth and Nothing But, episode 37. Why are Africans living in America mad at us? This episode is by Dane, Calloway. The link to the full video is in the description. Like and subscribe there. Peace.
Yeah, man. I mean, they can hate all they want, but we know who we are. You can get upset all you want, but we know who we are. We making real changes, and this is what I want to get into, guys. And Thunderbird, thank you for becoming a member. Now, there are a few things being directed my way when it comes to people are asking me to join. What is it? It's something like Clubhouse. It's very similar, but it's on Twitter. Now, okay, let me explain what's going on here. Now, for some odd reason, a group of, I don't know if they're all, I don't know if they're authentic Africans or what. I don't know what's going on. I haven't spoke with them, and honestly, I don't really care. But I just want to bring this up because it's not everybody, and I want to make that perfectly clear. This particular group of people that probably have been paid to promote confusion, okay, that's on these this thing like Clubhouse that's on Twitter. That's not the outlook. I can't speak for them, but I'm not interested in that. And they're creating a rumor stating that I'm against Africans, and that's the same thing that the Pan-Africans was doing, which is weird to me. Okay, just because, see, I think y'all getting mad because we know what happened to us here. Okay, now, once again, let me make this perfectly clear. I have nothing against an authentic African, but I'm gonna tell you right now, near stranger or near foreigner is gonna be able to tell me what happened to my people. That's just not happening, regardless if you don't like it or not. I mean, or what? No, no, thank you. And no, we're not the same people. I don't have no family members out in Africa. None. So, and that Africa diaspora stuff, all that talk, that ain't got nothing to do with me or my family, and probably nobody that's watching. And a lot of us that are here and have been here indigenously before y'all foreigners got over here. And keep in mind, the Africans that came later, 1900s later. Prior to that, it was so-called Caribbeans, of the West Indies going back and forth from here. And that's even called America. South America to be exact. I don't know what the confusion is, but maybe the authentic Africans are pissed off at you Pan-Africans claiming that you're African. Okay, when you can't even state a tribe or where you from. You just go off of the stories that you read up on Google somewhere and say, no, I'm Igbo, or what, you just pick one. And then it sounds like to me, the majority of the authentic Africans that are coming out trying to say something, they sound Nigerian. Okay, I mean, what was your landmass called before it was colonized and renamed Nigeria? If you would like me to go into that, I mean, keep in mind, that was 3 areas that was renamed or put together by way of colonization and renamed to be Nigeria. Now, I have a lot of Nigerian friends that I can welcome on my platform, and they'll be able to tell you this story. Because it's your story. So you don't got to take it from me, because technically I will be considered a foreigner. This is the reason why my focus on my information, that I put out on my channel is mainly for the United States. Okay, because I have no right to be speaking about somebody else's history when I'm not there. Just like you have no reason to tell me about my family when you weren't here. It works the same way. Can't no stranger tell you any different. Regardless if you in your feelings or not. I don't know why y'all in y'all feelings, but once again, I have authentic Africans that know me, okay? That know who I am and know what I represent. And I ain't got nothing against them. They ain't got nothing against me. Now, if it's somebody that's coming out the side of their neck about me, they just don't know nothing or don't know me well enough. And they confusing me for Tariq Nasheed. You know, and y'all gotta, and see, Tariq, you gotta stop doing that. Now, I don't know which, because you still hiding or holding on to the coattails of Pan-Africanism. You need to stop that too, Tariq. You can't sit up there and say Aboriginals and black and all of this and then turn right around and say everybody came from Africa. That's confusing. Stop doing that. Like you miss, like for real, like you look like a scam artist to me. I'm gonna call you out on that. You not being authentic with what you talking about. You putting all the stories together and it still don't make sense. I'm gonna call you out on that. And I think you deserve that. I think a lot of people are not talking about that. I am gonna tell you, you got it wrong. None of my people came from Africa. We were not brought over here on slave ships because slave ships never existed. I told you what did exist. Skiffs, wherries, rowboats, steamboats, and then cargo ships. The cargo ships ain't coming to the 1800s. And then it didn't come into, I'm talking about on a larger commercial scale, into the 1850s. So what do you think they're gonna bring 12.5 million? That's the number that they originally used. 12.5 million enslaved Africans from Africa on a not a steamboat, on a cargo ship in 10 years, in a 10-year span, because remember, it was outlawed allegedly in 1863, 1865. And then I want anybody right now to tell me how many white folks it took to get that done. Why are they not in a museum? Who are the captains of these ships? And y'all clinging on to this slavery thing like that's it. Like our history starting there. But no, no. Our history does not start at slavery. Stop letting these foreigners fool you. You know what's upsetting? Me looking at y'all being lazy. Like you think everything gotta come to you so easy. Like, well, if I can't pull it up in Google and it don't say it in Wikipedia, then it's not true. And you should see the people that work for Google and work for the CE. I showed you that the CE of the founder of Wikipedia came out on video, told you, he said straight up, don't trust anything on Wikipedia. I showed you that. And yet you still gonna trust it. And then you trust strangers with your, like, here's another thing. Some, not all, some of y'all South Africans, no, excuse me, not South Africans, South Americans are coming over here, mixing with our people. And you also mixing up the story. You know, y'all always want to push it back to Africa. Not one of y'all been to Africa. If you did, you was visiting. You wasn't living there. You don't have family there. You can't tell nobody that's been here indigenously from day one where they came from. You have no right to do so. No white folk, nobody can tell me personally where my family came from. Nobody. And that's how it's gotta be for all of y'all. And then they cause a confusion. Look, and you want the division, there you go. Here go the division right there. That's complete, total separation. Now I'm sure that we could consider those African. They're not even called, the white folks was called Africans. I showed you that. Still to this very day, they're called Afrikaners. Their tongue, their native tongue is called Afrikaans. They live in South Africa. This is still to this day. Wake up. This is right now. These are white folks trying to take you off of your land. That's what I'm trying to embed in your head. We got got shit to do. And it's not no going out marching and going to this damn government looking for a handout. Yvette Carnell, stop that. You ain't nothing but a political Democrat, just like the rest of them. Name a Democrat or Republican right now that did anything for our people. I'll wait. And don't you dare say Martin Luther King, because as soon as Martin Luther King changed, what was he coming after? Now, when we come to Washington, we're coming to get our check. Now, that's the first thing you're gonna think about. But what was he saying before that? Through an act of Congress, our government was giving away millions of acres of land throughout the West and the Midwest, which meant that it was willing to undergird the white peasants from Europe with an economic floor. Not only did they receive the land, they built land-grant colleges with government money to teach them how to farm. Not only that, they provided county agents to further their expertise in farming. This is Martin Luther King. That's the reason why they killed him. Hello! Hello! And you're worried about identities with Africa. Africa ain't got nothing to do with you. Why did Malcolm X die? Why did Martin Luther King die? Huh? Was it because they was claiming Africa? No! They died as soon as they said, because they got a following. As soon as they said, listen, this government owe us, that's when they took them out. Malcolm X said, man, let me calm down right here. It does, y'all. It does. It frustrates me that my people falling into the same trap year after year. It's not all of y'all, though. Don't get me wrong. I see the people that's willing to do something that's actually doing it. But when you're trying to create a scheme and, oh, come on, y'all, let's build up a school and let's build up a museum. Like, stop that. What is that going to do? What is that proving? Nothing. You still calling yourself black right now, and you're gonna fight tooth to nail for that. I forewarned you and showed you government records that term means that you're dead in this government. It's a status, a social construct. That's not even being politically correct. We don't have to follow by their rules. What the hell is your problem? They made our ancestors think that they could have got something out of this government. How did they do that, Dane? They went to the children and fed them this idea. And what I mean by children, I mean those college students in the late 1950s and early 1960s, and force-fed them that BS, bad sociology, and told them that no, if y'all end up becoming voters, you may become first-class citizens. Those college students, I showed you this, God damn it. Those college students' parents told them not to do that. They was gonna lose everything, including their houses, their jobs, their businesses, their land, God damn it. What more do you need to see? Why do we need to march down to this government when we we can simply create our own. Right now. We don't need nobody, you understand me? Nobody. We are the resources. That's why these foreigners keep coming here. That's why. That's why they're keeping us divided. That's why. It's us. Wake up. Renaming us left and right. It's us. Look. Okay, Dane, calm down. But I swear to, look at this. What is it that why are you so blind? They put this on us purposely. And then you want to turn around and start arguing with authentic Africans? They gonna shut up as soon as you see it, as soon as you become a warrior again. You know what the Africans? Oh, wait a minute. Dane Calloway's actually, they gonna straighten up. I'm gonna work with my brother. Immediately. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You stand up for what's yours right now, they gonna change the script. And you gotta look at what's going on in the movies. For example, in the movies, they giving movies characters that's supposed to be of American descent to foreigners that look like you and I. As soon as you go to an interview for that person, they speaking a totally different language. Or they speaking with a foreign accent. No bull. Y'all not paying attention. Yeah, they gonna have our back, but give them something that they're gonna have our back for. Give them something. To be quite real with you, them Africans mad because you claiming on to their culture. You culture vultures, stop it. Stop it. And we let these foreigners come over here and take our identities. Listen, we don't gotta be called American Indians, but that's what this government referred to us as by way of paperwork. And then they changed it multiple times so you won't trace it. That's even still to this day. What did Obama take away? The term Negro. Why? So you can't trace it with colored. So you can't trace colored with Indian. Right now, your birth certificate blank. And you know what you gonna say? Well, they might have made a mistake, and you don't know why. Nobody else has been reclassified more than us by this government. Yet, all the white people gotta do is click white. Huh? Listen! All the white people gotta do is click white. How many times we gotta go over this? And see, and I blame y'all people over 50. Because y'all so little-minded. Not all of y'all. Not all of y'all. There's some folks out there that's over 50 that's not. Shout out to y'all. I'm talking to the ones that need to get choked up with this knowledge. Right now. So stuck in that world of believing, you still in the matrix. And then you got the nerve to call yourself woke. That's played out. You still sleep. And you sleeping with the fishes. As we speak, you stink. Get away from me. And you got these authentic Africans laughing at us because we just separating our people. That's why I said don't put me with a leader with this so-called conscious. They con artists. Every single person out there in that, as far as leadership, con artists, all of them. They frauds, all of them. They frauds. I don't want to be next to them. I'm higher than them because my ancestors put me higher than them. Even with YouTube doing my the shadow ban. cannon right now. But I swear to God, as soon as I do something like Kevin Samuels, my channel would jump sky high. All they want our people to do is coon all day long. And have drama. That's all they gonna promote. See? And that's division. That's complete separation. That's why I said this ain't got nothing to do with no Africans. Nothing. This is about us. And we need to start chopping some heads. Because it's our own people that helped these foreigners put us in this position. And that's historically speaking too. No cap. I'm not welling. That's the truth. See? Y'all ran over there and voted for Obama just because of his skin complexion. And he took the term Negro off the records. And gave billions away to foreigners. Steve Coakley, shout out, may he rest in peace. That's the only, no, it's a couple of real ones, but that's another real one. May he rest in peace. Forewarned you. He forewarned you about these secret societies that was started by white folks, but they put the blacks up front, so-called. I'm using that terminology so you can see where I'm coming from. If you need Dane, what should we call ourselves? Needy. I told you. Needy. You want to refer to your people, your peers, needy. That's well known on top of that. That's not nothing made up. I showed you where it came from. That's recognized already right now. Needy. When it comes to this government, refer to yourself as American Indian, not Native. I told you why. I told you why you need to stop calling yourself Native. Because Native applies to anybody. Indigenous people, you can say that too. Needy is us. Native Americans are foreigners. You heard what I said? I know you did. I don't even gotta repeat it. Let me sip this tea, y'all. Hold on. Let me sip this tea. You heard what I said. They continuous, this is a cycle. This ain't nothing new. We just gotta stop the cycle. And it's not hard. Just like I told you, this research may seem like it's hard, but it's not. That's you being lazy. But you know what some of you would do? Listen to the preacher after they hand you one book and tell you, listen, don't need no more books. That's the truth right there. You're gonna run for it. Just imagine your enemy doing the same thing. Handing you one book and saying, no, listen, that's the truth, and you run for it. Come on, think about it. How did the preachers get the Bibles? They told you that. And remember the stories, we ain't even gotta say that this is true or not, but the story said that they were given to you in school was that our ancestors were banned from reading and writing. So how do you know about the Bible so good? And that fast on top of that. Y'all gotta listen to that. Every single one of them churches work for the government. Hands down. Now, once again, I'm gonna tell y'all, some of those people got good people in there and they have no clue. I spoke at multiple churches already. Spoke to multiple priestess, pastors, ministers. They know the truth. Some of them, very few. But a lot of them in there for the money. Right now. Selling you out. Just like the con artists that they hold up as leaders. The Jesse Jacksons, the Al Sharptons. Well, all of a sudden, they popping out of nowhere every time something happens. And then on top of that, it's only specific times. Things that they could, do politically that's gonna help them sell a book maybe, sell a newspaper, sell a new grassroots campaign, like Black Lives Matter. We already know where that came from. We don't need nothing. See, when they go in the and what I meant to say earlier, I'm actually glad that I thought about this. What I was trying to say earlier is that Steve Coakley was informing us that our people can't do anything politically. Once they get involved in this government, they're going to make sure that you follow about what they're going to do before they even get down to thinking about you speaking for yourself or what you would like to do. You got to follow by their creed top to bottom. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. At that time, Steve Coakley called that white supremacy. See, and the reason why I say white supremacy is an illusion, it's not because it doesn't exist, it's because it doesn't have to exist, but we're allowing it. Like right now, I'm sure a lot of you watched the Super Bowl. You allowing white supremacy. These white billionaires gonna get rich off of you watching their television program. It's all scripted. And their commercials. And no, come on, y'all, brag about the halftime show, because they finally got some black folks on there that did a good one. That's all they gonna remember. Meanwhile, the rich billionaires back there, skin complexion pale as pale, made cash money off of your ignorance. They do it all the time. But okay, what if you clicked your television off? What if now they gonna say that we between 47 to 53 million. What if all 47 to 53 million of us that probably been at that same number since 2012, there's way more of us than them, but they're gonna lie. But what if all of us didn't cut our television on? What if all of our people come up out of their damn league and started our own? You wanna make some changes, you gotta make it happen for yourself. This is the reason why I respect brothers like Ice Cube, because he created his own league with little to no money. And people backed him. But our people not supporting him just because of his skin complexion. Meanwhile, them rich white billionaires like, yeah, they gonna eat it up. They gonna eat, and you are. That's exactly what you're doing. That goes for the NBA also. I dare you to name I'm talking about a 100% owner that's indigenous to this land, that's an owner of one of them NBA teams. I'll wait. How long we gonna wait for that? When I see them fighting just to have coaches. Like, come on, bruh. They not for you to be higher than them. So why do we need to, see this goes back to the original problem. Why did we need to be desegregated? When that caused all the confusion in the first place. That's the reason why they started that campaign with the children, because the children could be easily manipulated. Just like in school now, they was forcing our children right now, still to this day, to get indoctrinated by strangers. Right now. They start with the children. We as adults gotta make the change. I'm not getting on y'all, but we gotta make the changes. We could start up our life. Now, I'm not talking about oh, come on, y'all, give me 250,000 and disappear, no school pop up. We ain't talking about the Umar Johnsons. We talking about we could create multiple schools with less money, with our own money. It don't gotta just be given to one person. We could put it in a pool right now and say we're gonna buy this amount of land right there and put up multiple schools right there in each city, in each state. We don't need we got the resources right now, y'all. Everybody that come over here banking on our money. Banking on it right now. Look at it. Every single time you listen to a rap song, what are they promoting? Foreigners. I got the Gucci this, the fit, the Prada this. Foreigners are getting rich off of us. Shit, look who running the rap game. I'm talking about the record companies. And we did this to ourselves, y'all. We can't just be like, yeah, the white man did it. No, you did it to yourself. They gonna get there and get fat pockets off of your ignorance until you ready to make a change. And all our people doing is being masters of entertainment and arts. We were back in the day, we were masters of agriculture. This is the reason why they was trying to push us out. That's what Martin Luther King was talking about. When he said they provided county agents to further the expertise in farming, guess who that was? It surely wasn't them white folks. Why? Because they just got here. Same thing with the foreigners. That also goes to show you that we've been here. We taught them how to farm. Only a person that's indigenous to this land is going to know how to grow anything in this land. Period. And the slaves that did come, that was allegedly stolen, were kidnapped. They were children. They still doing it right now. Huh. Y'all ain't catching on yet. Remember when I told you it was the children back then? It's the children now. Right now. That's the only time you can manipulate somebody. Is when they're young. And I don't want you to be like, Dane, you speaking the truth, you speaking facts, but what we gonna do? What I told you what we gonna do. Don't ever ask me that again. I tell you each and every time. We gonna get our lands back. And the foreigners that want to stay gonna have to pay a price because we are the landlords. Otherwise, here go an eviction notice. You got less than 30 days. You got 30 seconds. Watch. Watch. Changes are happening. It's the reason why they gotta make more confusion happen. Right now, trying to separate our cousins from us. Notice I said cousins, distant cousins. I say that, but you gotta understand that not all skin folk is kinfolk. Because, and what I mean by that is even deeper. Because just because we share the same hue of complexion, doesn't mean that that person is gonna have their best interests for both of us. They're not gonna have our best interests in mind. You gotta be careful with that. Like it's a whole rack of these people that's on YouTube and other places that talk a good game, but all they doing is feeding their pockets, getting rich off your ignorance. They not doing nothing for real. They've been saying the same shit for years, flipping the script. Pan-Africans, that's mainly what they are. And the real authentic Africans probably mad because of that. Like yo, y'all not us. And they been saying that. Y'all not us. We not the same, yeah. We share the same hue sometimes, but y'all not us. And then y'all think y'all doing something because you're going to go visit a couple places. Nigga, you coming back to America. to live. And those that go to Africa, you don't hear nothing else from them. Because they got to adapt to their culture, which really ain't all good neither. It's not all peaches and cream. I'm worried about home, the motherland, here. We could deal with Africa in a second. Matter of fact, they got their own stuff going on. Their own people need to worry about themselves. Real talk. That's real talk. Now, if you African or whatever you are, and you came from a different area and live here, just know if you want to help us out, you gotta help us out the right way. Not by redirecting us and putting our mind on different land masses that we didn't come from, historically. If you want to do something, sit down, shut up, and learn. Listen to what the issues are so we can correct them. Here, not nowhere else. Once we correct it's gonna be a domino effect once they waiting on us, everybody. Everybody waiting on us. I remember they took off videos from Vladimir Putin that used to be on YouTube years ago, where Vladimir Putin was he was talking directly to us. I'm talking about the so-called, listen, I'm not even gonna say all that no more. They were talking to he was talking to the Niji. Hands down. Straight up. They took them videos, they took a lot of his videos off where he just used to go live and forewarn us what this government was doing to us. That was back in 2014, 2000. Some of y'all may remember that. And he was giving big messages out, forewarning us. Now look at him now, scared of Russia. They've been scared of Russia and China. They up China's ass right now. And you think this government worried about you? I showed y'all that message that the Biden administration came out and said, look, if y'all American and in Ukraine, y'all better get out of there. Because we ain't gonna do nothing to help you. Basically, they not gonna help you. You got they said 24 to 48 hours to get up out of there. Otherwise, we can't help you if Russia invade. They don't care. So why should you? We gotta band together. The government band together with the other governments. We gotta band together and create our own form of government. Period. That ain't the business that they got going on over there ain't got nothing to do with us. That ain't got nothing to do with us. But you still want to help the colonizers go colonize some more land? Like, what? And yet we still ain't correct the problem with what they did to our people to take this one? But you want to go help them some more, huh? Silly? Ain't that silly?